What happens when you quit sugar for 14 days? The shocking truth. What if I told you that the thing you crave most is actually the thing slowly destroying every system in your body? Stop scrolling for 60 seconds because I'm about to show you what happens inside your body when you completely eliminate sugar for just 14 days. This isn't a diet. This isn't about willpower. This is about understanding the biochemical warfare happening inside you right now and how 2 simple weeks can completely reverse it. The transformation is so dramatic that you won't believe these changes are possible in such a short time. Let's start with something that sounds impossible. Within just 2 weeks of eliminating sugar, you will lose your craving for sugar. Completely. I know you don't believe me because right now you're probably thinking about sugar constantly. You finish a meal and immediately want something sweet. You hit that afternoon slump and reach for candy or soda. You can't imagine going a single day without your favorite treats. But here's what you don't understand about how sugar works in your body and why those cravings aren't actually about willpower or self-control. Every single time you eat sugar, your body panics. Your blood sugar spikes rapidly, and your pancreas releases a flood of insulin to bring it back down. But here's the problem. That insulin response often overshoots. It pushes your blood sugar too low, creating a state called hypoglycemia. When your blood sugar drops below normal, your brain sends out emergency signals. It interprets low blood sugar as a survival threat, and it does the only thing it knows how to do. It makes you crave sugar to bring levels back up quickly. You eat sugar, you crash, you crave sugar again. It's a vicious cycle that repeats all day long, keeping you trapped in a pattern that feels completely out of your control. But when you remove sugar entirely for 14 days, something remarkable happens. Without those dramatic spikes and crashes, your blood sugar stabilizes. The emergency cravings disappear because there's no emergency. Your brain stops sending panic signals because there's no crisis to manage. The substance you thought you were addicted to suddenly loses its power over you. This isn't about fighting cravings with willpower. This is about removing the biochemical trigger that creates cravings in the first place. Now let's talk about hunger, because this is where things get really interesting. Right now, you probably feel hungry all the time. You eat a meal, and 2 hours later, you're starving again. You snack throughout the day just to keep the hunger at bay. You assume this is normal, that everyone feels this way, but you're wrong. That constant gnawing hunger isn't normal. It's a direct result of your sugar consumption, and it will disappear within 2 weeks of stopping. When you live on sugar, your cells develop something called insulin resistance. Your body starts rejecting the insulin signal because sugar is actually toxic to your cells in high amounts. Think about that. Your body doesn't consider sugar a good thing. It considers it dangerous, so it starts blocking it from entering cells. But when insulin can't do its job of delivering fuel into your cells start starving even though you just ate. They send hunger signals to your brain, begging for energy they can't access. So you eat more, but because of insulin resistance, that food still can't get into your cells efficiently. You're hungry because you're literally starving at the cellular level, despite consuming plenty of calories. Remove sugar for 2 weeks, and insulin resistance begins to reverse. Your cells start accepting insulin's signal again. The fuel you eat can actually reach your cells. They get fed properly, and the hunger signals stop. People are absolutely shocked when they experience this for the first time. They can't believe how satisfied they feel eating less food. They skip snacks without thinking about it. They go hours between meals without even noticing. This is what normal hunger is supposed to feel like. Here's another change you'll notice immediately. After you eat a meal right now, you probably feel tired, maybe even exhausted. You want to take a nap after lunch. You struggle to focus after dinner. You assume this is just what happens after eating, that blood flow goes to your digestive system and makes you sleepy. But that's not the full story. When you eat sugar or high-carb meals, your blood sugar spikes, and that spike actually makes your brain tired. It's not normal tiredness from digestion, it's a blood sugar crash. Within 2 weeks of eliminating sugar, you'll eat a meal and feel energized instead of exhausted. Your brain will stay sharp and alert because your blood sugar remains stable. You'll wonder how you ever functioned feeling tired after every single meal. This newfound energy will change how you approach your entire day. Let's talk about what you'll see in the mirror and on the scale. During the first week off sugar, you're going to dump massive amounts of water. Some people lose 10 to 15 pounds of pure fluid retention in just 7 days. You didn't realize you were walking around bloated and swollen, but sugar causes your body to retain water in your tissues, around your organs, everywhere. This fluid retention puts unnecessary stress on your heart and makes you look puffy and inflamed. After that initial water loss, you'll start burning actual body fat, especially around your midsection. Your waist measurement is one of the most accurate indicators of sugar consumption. When you eat sugar regularly, your belly expands. When you eliminate it, your stomach shrinks. You'll notice your clothes fitting differently within days. Your face will look less puffy. The inflammation throughout your body will decrease dramatically. This isn't just about vanity. This is about reducing dangerous visceral fat that surrounds your organs and increases your risk for serious health problems. Your mood is about to completely transform. If you're irritable, anxious, moody, or easily stressed right now, sugar is likely the culprit. The constant blood sugar fluctuations create emotional instability. You feel great when sugar is high, then crash into irritability and anxiety when it drops. You're on an emotional roller coaster all day long, and you probably blame it on external circumstances, or just think this is your personality. Within 2 weeks off sugar, your mood will stabilize. You'll feel calmer, more centered, less reactive to stress. People around you will notice the difference. You'll be more pleasant to be around because you're no longer being jerked around by blood sugar swings. Your cognitive function will improve dramatically too. Better focus, better concentration, better memory. If you struggle with attention problems or brain fog, eliminating sugar might be the solution you've been searching for. Your skin is about to glow. If you have acne, it will start clearing up. Why? Because sugar spikes insulin, and insulin triggers androgens in women, which directly causes breakouts. In men, elevated insulin actually lowers testosterone, creating a whole cascade of problems. When you eliminate sugar, these hormonal disruptions begin to correct themselves. Your skin reflects what's happening inside your body, and when you stop poisoning yourself with sugar, that reflection becomes beautiful. Joint pain and stiffness will decrease significantly. Sugar causes inflammation throughout your entire body, especially in your joints and connective tissue. When you eliminate it, that inflammation subsides. People with arthritis, chronic pain, or general stiffness are amazed at how much better they feel within 2 weeks. You didn't realize that what you thought was aging or just your body breaking down was actually sugar-induced inflammation that you can control. Now, I need to be honest with you about the first 3 days. They might be rough. As your body transitions from running on sugar to running on fat, you might experience some uncomfortable symptoms: headaches, fatigue, irritability. This is your body building new enzymes at the cellular level to process fat as fuel instead of sugar. You have little energy-producing machines in every cell called mitochondria, and they need to switch over to different metabolic pathways. This transition takes about 72 hours, but here's the good news. Anyone can handle 3 days. And if you support your body with B vitamins and extra potassium during this transition, you might not have any symptoms at all. After those 3 days pass, you'll feel better than you have in years. The discomfort is temporary. The benefits are life-changing. Let's talk about what's happening in your cardiovascular system. Right now, if you're eating sugar regularly, you have inflammation in your arteries. This inflammation is the foundation for plaque buildup, blood clots, and eventually heart attacks and strokes. When you eliminate sugar and switch to fat as your primary fuel source, your body starts producing ketones. These ketones are incredibly anti-inflammatory. They actually help repair the damage in your arterial walls. Your brain will literally start growing new cells. Ketones support neurogenesis, the growth of new brain cells and neural connections. This is the opposite of what sugar does, which is damage brain cells and impair cognitive function. You're not just stopping damage, you're actively healing and improving your brain. Your liver is currently storing excess fat because it can't process all the sugar you're consuming. A fatty liver is a serious condition that most people don't even know they have. If you have a large belly, there's a very high chance you have a fatty liver. Within 2 weeks of eliminating sugar, your liver will start releasing that stored fat and using it for energy. You're beginning the process of healing one of your most vital organs. your kidneys will function better. Look at what happens to diabetics. Their kidneys are often the first organs to fail because constant high blood sugar destroys kidney function. When you reduce sugar and carbohydrates, you dramatically improve how well your kidneys can filter and clean your blood. This is prevention in action. So here's what I want you to do. Commit to 14 days, just 2 weeks. No sugar, no high-carb foods that turn into sugar in your body. Track how you feel every single day. Notice the changes in your energy, your mood, your hunger, your appearance, your mental clarity. I guarantee you'll be shocked by the transformation. This isn't theory. This is reproducible biochemistry that happens in every human body when you stop flooding it with sugar. Don't wait for a health crisis to force this change. Don't wait until you're diagnosed with diabetes, heart disease, or fatty liver. Start now, while you still have the power to prevent these conditions instead of trying to reverse them. Drop a comment below and tell me if you're willing to commit to this 14-day challenge. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. Subscribe if you want more content that tells you the truth about what's happening inside your body. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video that could change your health trajectory. Your body is begging you to stop poisoning it with sugar. 2 weeks. That's all it takes to prove to yourself that everything I've said is true. The question is, are you ready to feel better than you have in years? Start today.